Alright guys, if you want to support the channel and what I'm doing, then go ahead and check me out on Patreon. That's patreon.com/ekdrifter458. The link is in the description below. Alright guys, it's CK here and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3 for a review of the Aston Martin 177. Now this thing is actually pretty rare on the internet because I've hardly seen any videos on it, not even Top Gear done a review on this thing. The most I've seen is stuff on like Autocar, Auto Express and stuff like that, and just people that have got a lot of money, but in games, I think it's kind of overlooked as well. So, since the Valkyrie is coming out, we're going to go ahead and drive this thing today. I'm literally recording this straight after the 911 3.3 turbo video, hence the reason why we're starting here. And yeah, this is the most powerful production Aston Martin to date. Now, bear in mind this was recorded before the Valkyrie came out, so if you're watching this video after the Valkyrie came out, then yeah, that's just to let you know. So yeah, anywho, this thing looks absolutely gorgeous in black. Now, I normally do like it in sort of like glacier blue, which was kind of like the ideal colour in Test Drive Unlimited 2, but this in Horizon 3 looks amazing in black. Very, very nice indeed. So we're going to take it down to the rainforest today. Hopefully it doesn't actually rain, because I had enough rain in the blooming 911 turbo video. Thanks for nearly skimming my freaking arse there, Mango. Anyway, let's see how it sounds. Still has that familiar sort of V12 Aston sound, obviously without twin turbos, because this was made before Aston made that sort of change into that game. Anyway, let's get used to it. That little spoiler gets me every time, man. Bloody love that. And that diffuser, that diffuser as well, is like freaking someone stuck Sonic the Hedgehog on the back of it, man. It's crazy. It's like the Garden Rate 2.0. Because me and my pal Andy, we have this running joke about the Villa d'Est version of the V12 Zagato, and it's basically like a garden rate with a rear diffuser. So yeah, this thing was out before that, obviously, so they might have picked it up from that. Bloody hell, mate. Jesus. Okay, so anywho, let's go into the specs of this thing. It has got a very, very big naturally aspirated 7.3 litre V12 pumping out 750 horsepower and 553 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot. That's nearly blooming Volkswagen Touareg levels of freaking torque, man. It's crazy. 0 to 60 is dead and gone in 3.5 seconds, and it has a top speed of, in the game, 210 miles an hour. So I do think it's actually a little bit faster in real life. I think it's around about 212. I might be wrong, but yeah, it's still very, very quick. So it's faster than a McLaren 650S, faster than a Ferrari 488, etc, etc. It's a very, very quick car. Now, looks like the sun is starting to finally come out. Yes, the sun will come out today. Driving behind a pink NSX today. Right, come on. Go, 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 go. Give me that Aston Martin power. This thing looks very cool when it spits flames, man. Look at that. I mean, the size of them. Jesus. It is a definition of a fire starter, man. A lot of flames. A lot of flames. But yeah, the Valkyrie's coming out pretty soon, guys. I don't know what you make of that thing. Personally, I prefer the Nebula name. That was so much better. But Valkyrie, is, and I think that's kind of going hand in hand with like Valkyrie. But yeah, it's a very, very mental car. It's obviously a collaboration between Red Bull and Aston Martin, and it's set to be like one of the most mental cars of all time, man. It's got a 1-to-1 brake horsepower ratio, just like the Koenigsegg. So yeah, it's gonna be fucking nuts, man. I think it's nearly around about 1500 horsepower, same as a Bugatti Chiron, but I think it's gonna be a lot lighter as well than that. So it's just gonna dominate. It's gonna absolutely dominate. Now, McLaren are actually in the works about bringing out a new F1, so I think that's going to be the direct competitor for the Valkyrie. Ooh, shit, fucking mango, why you stopped in the middle of the road, mate? I couldn't exactly go around that way because it was cars. You bloody idiot. You bloody idiot, mate. But yeah, it's going to be mental the next few years in terms of like the hypercar game, and that's the reason why I wanted to drive this thing, because this is kind of like an old school sort of hypercar. I would class this as a hypercar because it's over the £1 million mark in real life, and it's over 700 horsepower, man. It's fucking bonkers, bloody bonkers. But maybe like a hyper GT, that's what I would probably call it. I know some people call it a super GT or stuff like that, and that's completely fine, but everyone to their own. Anywho, how's this thing for drifting? Oh yes, now I didn't want to do that with the Porsche because I would have went right into a fucking tree, but with this thing, it's an Aston Martin. Should be pretty good with it. Let's see, clutch kick. Woo! Now I don't know how fat the tyres are on the rear of this thing, but it provides a lot of grip. Still sideways. Man, oh man. And the steering in this thing, coming from the 911 to this is... oh, it's a whole different world, man. A whole different world. So much more feedback. And a lot more direct. Bear in mind that was a 1982 car, and this is a... I think it's a 2000... I don't know what, 2008, 2009? Oh man, it's quite a... I don't know how you describe it for drifting. It's quite a blooming... it's a car that works with you, let's just say that. It's nice and it lets you put it where it wants to be put, if you know what I mean. It's not like some other cars where it's just like, yes, I make the decision, if you know what I mean. You are just the driver, I make the decision. But no, this thing just lets you make the decision. It's so good. There we go. The interior of this thing, traditional sort of Aston Martin, kind of like the DB9, a little bit of the V8 Vantage and that in here as well. But I know a lot of people mocked the DB11 interior, but I actually quite like it. Apart from like the marble and everything, which kind of looks like it belongs in a kitchen worktop. But yeah, it's very, very classy looking interior, and I'm looking forward to see what the new V8 Vantage is going to look like. If it's anything like the DB10, then count me in. Count me in, sunshine. It's going to be very, very nice indeed. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Now this thing, apparently one of them was sold in Dubai for $2.9 million. 2.9 million, man. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I know they only made like, I think it was around about 50 of these, or maybe, I think it might have been 77. It might have been 77 or 177. Fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy that the fact that's more than a McLaren P1. It is bonkers, man. Absolutely bonkers. But obviously the McLaren P1 and that have appreciated in price and stuff, because people have been asking, for example, the 918, like $1 million dollars over freaking sticker. It's mental, because everything on the Grand Tour and the fact that they can beat the P1, beat the LaFerrari around the track, that has just made it shot up on value, man. Just shows you what can happen. It's crazy. Now, as much as I don't really care about like lap times and that, it's very, very impressive what the 918 could do that, and just like any of the hypercars can do it. Just breaking the laws of physics, or attempting to break them. Anyway, enough about the P1 and that, back to the Aston. This thing looks very nice at night. Okay, a little bit squirrely there. a little bit squirrely, and I think we've just done like a big loop. That's alright. It's very good. Now, as I was saying at the start, I've got fond memories of driving this in Test Drive Unlimited 2, man. This was my go-to cruise car back in the day, and if they ever do make another test drive, which I think they are going to do, then please, for the love of God, bring this back. It'd be awesome to see it with like updated graphics and just like more customization options and stuff. I've already done a video on TDU3 before, which a lot of you guys actually seem to like. But yeah, man, it'd be perfect in that game. Especially if it was in Dubai, man. Especially if it was in Dubai. Oh, noise. God's sake. I'm only literally just go like that with the trigger and it's spitting flames like mental. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see, we go on the bonnet cam for a bit. Ooh. That's awesome. And for a big GT car, then it's actually very, very quick through the bends when you're in the right gear. Very, very point aim precise front and then kind of like a loose backside. That's the sort of car I like, man. That's the sort of car I like. And if you want to get on it, then you can get on it, and then if you want to have some slidey action fun, then you can do that. Here comes the corner out. Let's go. Oh god. I don't think so, Anna. I'm perfectly fine right now. I'm just sliding my Aston. My Aston? Aye, yeah, my fucking tongue, man. I'm sliding my Aston around like crazy. I don't know why it's so balanced, this thing, man. So I was not expecting. Through the gates. Sorry, mate. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, we've basically just done a big massive circle, guys, but overall opinions on the 177. If you're looking for a very, very good GT car which lets you have a lot of fun in terms of getting sideways and just like brilliant acceleration, brilliant noise and brilliant looks, then go for this. Go for this. It's barely ever used online now. I hardly ever see any of them, so yeah, that's the reason why I want to drive it. One, for the Valkyrie, and two, because you hardly ever see any of them on the internet or like online and stuff. So yep, back to where we started. So anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, then a like always does help out. If you could also follow us on like Facebook and Twitter on that would be great, and subscribe to the channel as well. And if you're feeling very, 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 very good, then I've always got a Patreon link in the description below. So yep, I shall see you in my next video, guys. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll keep it a surprise. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.